So I wanted to reach out to the town because I fear we are going to have a crisis, and the fact that I'm worried that our seniors and some low-income individuals in Talbot County, as well as the town of Easton, may not be able to keep warm this winter. And with that, so when you're looking at the graph that is up, it shows a decrease in funding from 21 to 24. The decrease for kerosene reflects a 70% decrease in benefits to the clients. This isn't money they're receiving. This money would go to their fuel supplier. A 75% decrease in heating fuel. And propane reflects a 74% increase, and those that heat with electric will see a 50% decrease in subsidies this year. It's a drastic change. The first time since I've been there 14 years, it's stayed level. So looking at that, in the past, our clients would have received $1,485 in annual subsidy, where now they're receiving.
Actually, for the electric, they're only going to be receiving $102 for the Marilyn energy part. And then also for the kerosene, the oil, and propane, it's not going to be high. It's decreased over half this year. So what they were getting $1,400 and something for, they're only going to be getting maybe $6. And then some of them for the Maryland Energy, for the Electric Universal Service Program, is only going to be receiving, the highest we've seen so far is $300 and some. So that's not going to carry them too far. It's just something, that's the only thing that they will be receiving for the whole year. So we will have to send them to emergency services.
So that's an annual number.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't see how our seniors living on a fixed income will be able to sustain. Normally, the subsidy would take them through the winter. Well, this year, it won't fill their propane tanks up. It won't give them a full tank of kerosene. And the Neighborhood Service Center has expended 85% of our funding, the backup funding, when she said she'll send them to emergency services. I have exhausted 85%, and by December, all the funding will be gone. So I'm here to plead, if there is anything that the town can do to assist us with what I see a crisis in the horizon.
Ms. Neal, has the state come forward with a reason why they made these seemingly drastic cuts to the program?
We have had over statewide double the customers that we usually receive. So instead of them just serving part, they decided that they would cut the grants so that everyone would get a piece of the pie.
So due to the increased number of people in need,
Yes.
that led to a decrease across the board?
Yes.
The problem is, of the households that we would normally serve, there was funding available through the Maryland Energy Assistance Program and Department of Human Services that would allow us to ensure that their heating cost was paid, I would say 100%. Now it's a fraction of that.
We also have clients calling now that has received a benefit, and they're saying, is this all we're going to get? Also, we have people coming in that's disconnected, and we don't have enough money with the two grants together sometime to turn the people back on.
And we're having new clients come in that has never accessed services from the Neighborhood Service Center in the past.
Why was there an increase, a doubling of the number of applicants for this? Was there a change in the eligibility criteria? Or?
Yes. It was because it started out that the governor wanted to see more people use the program. So they put this program together with social service DSSs. So when anybody goes in and apply for anything with DSS, the applications come to us. So we have to in turn call the customer to see if they know about the program and if they would be interested in applying for the program. So this is how we started getting a huge number of people.
That was a state requirement that all the DSS clients had to be referred to you all.
Because it's a lot of them that didn't know about the program as well.
And because the Neighborhood Service Center in Talbot County is unique, it comes to, the Maryland Energy Assistance Program is administered by us, not Department of Social Services. But just to be clear, the cuts are across the board.
Right.
Yeah, this sounds like really, really bad policymaking and planning on the part of the state. Here we have a governor who is supposed to be progressive and caring about the poor, and all we get is something that's essentially a PR device to have more people think that they can apply for something from the state without ever bothering to provide enough money to back it up.
Unfortunately, if I may add, that happens with every administration. It just isn't, I just don't see the crisis. I have not seen a crisis as large as what I think we're going to be faced with.
Yeah.
The percentage of the people that you see, how many of those individuals live in the town of Easton?
Our largest percent lives in the town of Easton, and I did not bring that pie chart, but I think when I sent the original letter out to, I don't have that with me, but our largest percentage is here in the town of Easton, which caused me to reach out to the town.
So looking at across the board, all of these reductions in numbers, how much would it cost to maintain what you already see a decrease in using the data that you have from the previous year?
To be perfectly honest, last year we spent, this program spent $450,000. $450,000 went out to the county. I don't have the specifics for the town, but all I do know is our largest percentage is Eastern Maryland. And anything that the council needs, I do not have a problem in getting that information and sending it to Mr. Gonzalez and Mr. Davis. I think he's our ward.
Have you reached out to the county at all?
I will reach out to the county, but the county does support the Neighborhood Service Center clients of Talbot County, and I didn't see where anyone had ever reached out to the town to support. So, but I have made the president aware of these changes that are taking place.
The Neighborhood Service Center comes out of pocket and then is reimbursed by the state program. That's how it functions, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And when were you expecting to be having your allocation?
So as of now, it grows every day. I think we're up to 122,000 of funds we're waiting to come back from different programs. And I did look on the GAD account today, which is the account for the state showing your funds coming in, and it's pending for one payment of $61,000 for the Maryland Energy Assistance Program. But that is not the benefit piece. That's the administration piece. We have the Homeless Solutions Grant, which is through DHCD, and I had to stop some of that program because I do have to pay up front and get reimbursed for every program we have, with the exception of Talbot County. The funding that they do comes in monthly, and the emergency service piece is refunded within 4 days after we submit it.
How many people are in the Homeless Solutions program that you facilitate?
You mean works in it or we serve?
That you serve?
We serve. So they come in on an as-needed basis, and we see about 125 to 150 of those individuals a year.
And are they consistently receiving funding, or is it a that you take care of them for a few days, or what's
So-
typical?
The only one that allows us to continuously help a client is the rapid rehousing. And that is strictly for individuals that are homeless. So we are moving them from homeless to being in stabilized housing. We try to do that in 6 months. Some of them don't have jobs. So with that program, we would pay their rent until we can get them a job. Then we would start deducting the percentage that we would pay, making them responsible, and then they are responsible on their own after that. We do not have a lot of people come every year. However, through that program, you can come for a period of 24 months, but you have to show us where you have been working and you had some sort of life event that caused you to need to come back for services.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments from the council?
I mean, I see the issue, I see the decline, but I haven't heard your request.
Well, it's the first time I made a request here, so I would, what I would love to see is at least $50,000 to help, and that would probably help how many clients?
Probably maybe,
35?
yeah, no more than 40.
But of course, we would take more, preferably not less, but we're just reaching out for support at this time.